This is unprecedented. Unacceptable.
A hierarch is dead, Commander.
His murderer was within our grasp. If you had not withdrawn our phantoms...
Are you questioning my decision?
No, Holy One. I only wish to express my concern that the brutes...
Recommissioning the Guard was a radical step. But recent events have made it abundantly clear that the elites can no longer guarantee our safety.
I shall relay your decision to the Council.
Politics, how tiresome. Do you know, Arbiter, the elites have threatened to resign, to quit the High Council, because of this exchange of hats?
We have always been your protectors.
These are trying times for all of us.
Even as the humans' annihilation filled us with satisfaction, the loss of one of the sacred rings racked our hearts with grief.
Putting aside our sorrow, we renewed our faith in the prophecy that other rings would be found, and see how our faith has been rewarded.
Halo, its divine wind will rush through the stars, propelling all who are worthy along the path to salvation.
But how to start this process? For ages we searched for one who might unlock the secrets of the rings. An oracle. And with your help we found it.
With appropriate humility, we plied the oracle with questions, and it, with clarity and grace, has shown us the key.
You will journey to the surface of the ring and retrieve this sacred icon. With it, we shall fulfill our promise.
Salvation for all.
And begin the great journey.
Once the shield is down, we will head straight to the library. I do not wish to keep the hierarchs waiting. The human that killed the Prophet of Regret. Who was it? Who do you think? The demon is here? Why? Looking for a little payback? Retrieving the icon is my only concern. Of course.
Oh man, so much to unpack there. Well, first of all, to mention, it's kind of funny, if you look closely in that cutscene, right as the Phantom kind of comes towards here from a distance, you'll see that the brutes are actually pretty crazy. They fly their Phantoms backwards at top speed. So yeah, brutes are pretty crazy. That whole exchange of hats scene where the brutes take over for the elites, very massive lore implications there. And I still don't get why the prophets want to activate the Halo rings. I mean, they talked to Guilty Spark, they know what it is, they know everything. Why would they still want to turn on the darn Halo rings? Especially when High Charity, their holy city, is literally right there. Everything on it would be totally annihilated. Anyways, it's an interesting mechanic where you have to, you know, well, on higher difficulties they require you to shoot or hit the thing to get it to go up. And these things spawn sentinels. That's a little grunt buddy there. And yeah, we fall through this area and this wall to the library or something. It's kind of neat. And this brings back more familiar sort of looking architecture. By the way, these little drone things, they actually shoot this little beam that opens these for you. And that little beam can hurt you a little bit. Kind of interesting little repair sentinels. It's interesting that they show up as enemies. I don't think they did in the original game. Oh well, let's move on. Yep, see? And then these things spawn sentinels. Now you can destroy them and sentinels won't come out of them anymore after that. But, yeah.
Arbiter!
Hey, Grunt. Hey, Jackal.
Our savior!
Yeah, that's right, I'm your savior.
Gutless! More bad guys!
Now you can go ahead and take your time and destroy all the spawners, but really there's no point in doing that usually. You just want to keep
Getting close to
moving.
one of the shield generators. Many of my brutes have fallen attempting to take it down. Let's see if you fare better.
Now this is the first brute in gameplay that you see. Right there, this guy. And he's dead. Kind of interesting how they send the Arbiter to go in and do what the brutes failed to do. Yeah, I already have carbine. Okay. Need more ammo. There we go. Alright, Grunts and Jackal, let's go. Come on, guys. I kind of like working with the Covenant as the Arbiter. Kind of fun. Another brute. I like how this is a pretty easy area, and yeah, it's filled with all these brute corpses. Makes you think that the brutes are kind of wimps. But in Halo 2, no, they're pretty tough. They have such a high amount of health, and whoa, you can actually get crushed to death if you let that thing
You've reached the shield
close on
power
you like
source,
that.
Arbiter. Overload the locks holding it in place.
Now this is our first Enforcer.
It's useful
Technically, you don't have to fight.
front, especially when their shields are up. Stay in the shadows. Wait for it. Then strike the beast when its back is turned.
Now technically, you don't have to fight this Enforcer. You can just open up the shield thing, and it'll automatically destroy itself. But you know, it's a good fight. And I think the Enforcer's weaponry is very interesting. How they have these sort of needler-like things. Kind of actually reminds me of the suppressor gun from Halo 4. I know it's probably not meant to be like that. You know, because the suppressor came out after all of this. But yeah, just kind of interesting. Any other weapons here? Yeah, I'll do plasma rifle and plasma pistol. Sure. me a while when I first played to figure this out.
One more, Arbiter.
I actually wonder if the Enforcer can activate those on its own by shooting them.
Now, find a way to remove it from its crater.
This was also, back in the day, a lore thing, where they were like, oh look, it's like a six-fingered hand. I wonder if that's what the Forerunner hand looks like. This is a cool sequence here. There's the shield. But it's been turned off, and now Tartarus is with
The
us.
library is clear. I'll pick you up on the ledge ahead.
Sounds good, tartar sauce. You are the bravest and most loyal of warriors.
Bastard machine! Make your own way to the wall, Arbiter.
Oh, really? I thought you were going to be with us bloody forever. Pick me up and help me out. This is a different Sentinel beam. It's more powerful, overheats more quickly, but just kind of a better system. And I think that's kind of interesting. The point where they kind of introduce the idea of, you know, it's the same weapon, but it's just a more powerful variant. When I first played, I didn't know that you could take out the Sentinel spawners. Alright, all done? Moving on. Also, the Flood make a return here, as you may have already seen. Yeah, and they kind of encourage you not to just hang around in these areas, but to just keep moving and not take everything out. Kind of cool though when Arbiter uses some of the human weapons. They look tiny in his hands. Look how tiny this little magnum is in Arbiter's hands. Time to get out of here. The Flood in Halo 2 are a bit weird. You can actually headshot them. By shooting little Flood infection forms on their bodies. Uh-oh. Alright. Ah, yes. Shotgun, that always works against flood, right?
Get off me! Suppressive fire! Suppressive fire!
Oh no, Marines. Not that the Arbiter cares about Marines. You can actually completely destroy... Whoa, never mind. Oh man.
Get off me! Suppressive fire! Suppressive fire!
It's actually possible to completely destroy flood bodies in Halo 2, whereas in Combat Evolved you couldn't do that. There's a shotgun blast coming from. What the? Never seen that before. Yeah, see, you can shoot them and make them disintegrate. If you've got enough firepower, or just a sword will do it. Also, the AI of the Flood have been somewhat redesigned here in Halo 2, where they'll actually like retreat from enemies sometimes. They don't just always rush you. Which I don't know. And also, if an infection form gets into a body that has fallen, a Flood body, it can resurrect them. I much preferred in Halo Combat Evolved where some Flood would just randomly be able to stand right up. That was always really terrifying for me as opposed to seeing, you know, an infection form actually go in and resurrect them. Anyways, shotgun's still a pretty fun gun to use, but nothing like that. Yeah, I'll stick to carbine. Whee! Oh, this is the first time I think that we get to see Enforcers using their explosives. Really cool. No, we don't get up. Again, I don't think you're meant to fight everything off here, just kind of get through. Something down here. Oh yeah, rocket launcher, cool. No point though. I mean, you could use it to try to take out the Enforcer, but whatever. Is there a weapon here? Yeah. I hope I haven't missed the terminal. Now there's a skull up there. I wonder what this super hot thing is, or achievement that keeps popping up is. With a shotgun. Maybe it's for killing blood. Don't know. Either way, having fun using the shotgun on the flood. That's how it should be. Revive him? Again, you can just one-shot headshot a lot of the flood, but especially on the given one, it's hard to target that really. It's easier to get close and just full of shotgun.
Negative, ma'am. They are not covenant. Cover that doorway.
It's interesting how many human flood are here. Oh, here's an elite flood. Hi, I got achievement thing for that. I think you can actually punch the flood bodies until they break up, but it takes a lot of time. Running out of ammo. Keep going for now. The ambiance of this place is actually pretty good. SMG ammo here? Guess so. Ooh, shotgun ammo! Yay! Here. Yep, there it is, the terminal. Let's have a quick look out here. There is the library as it's seen from the outside. And these things here these things, like, make sentinels or something. Pretty cool. Halo 2 has a lot of things going on in the background scenery. Alright, time for another terminal. Let's go!
Our holy city was not always as it is, nor was the Covenant. At one time, it was only San Shayum and Sanghili, but as we grew, and new species were added to our number, radical steps had to be taken. Our first encounter with the Lek Golo was an effort in futility. The blasphemous creatures had devoured a Forerunner orbital, shattering its remains into 1 trillion pieces. What was left became the rings of Te. As no conventional methods could purge the rings of their infestation, we sent one of our most faithful, an Arbiter. For a full year, this Arbiter ventured across the surface of one of their moons, learning both their strengths and their weaknesses. It was there that we discovered the Lek Golo's secret. Although some of their kind rightly bore the blame for the orbital's desecration, others had only devoured around the Forerunner materials. And with reasoning and much labor, these could be used to serve the Covenant. And by these means, the great Arbiter had given us one of our most sought-after treasures, access to innumerable processing pathways of the mighty Forerunner Dreadnought, and to the many secrets it held.
Alright, so that was apparently the taming of the hunters. Pretty cool gang and terminal kind of going into that. Arbiter jump! Blood in here already. Just took down the shield wall. Shotgun's fun, but better go more effective. Oh yeah, see there's the Sentinel facility being destroyed. I think if I looked earlier you would see Wraith shots hitting it or something.
Well met, Doctor.
Like I said, Halo 2 had a lot of stuff going on in the
Prepare
background
yourself! Oh, some parasite!
that was significant. Like later on in the level, we actually enter that thing that's been shot down. Oh. Hurt. Better hide. This is the first time I've used the actual camo? Probably not. Oops.
Forerunners be praised! The Arbiter! This quarantine zone has been compromised. We must do what we can against the flood. Our commander has left further in. Let us join him.
Alright, let's go in. Oh, is that an elite buddy on a turret? Oh, half jaw!
Arbiter, what are you doing here? We must hold this camp until reinforcements.
Oops, got a phone call. Hold on, guys. Alright. Well, I'll be able to cut that out in, like, editing or something. This is a Covenant Tower. Where are they coming from?
a raise, brother.
That's kind of a bit of a boring section where you just hold out against the flood for a while. Oh, dump. I'm not sure if the flood holding the swords can actually use the swords against you, but at the very least they give you an ammo resupply.